What's good with y'all? Welcome back to another legendary grand interviews. Alright? Or LGE interviews. In today's edition, probably gonna be going over some. But I mean, let's see, what's the first question? Can't read my own handwriting. Back-to-back drop of Nothing to Lose, Nothing to Prove, and then right after the Real Recognize Real EP. So, yeah, basically, straightforward, keeping it real. I have not released an EP since the Thanks for Giving This Christmas Present, TheHomieZach710 EP. Now it's back last year. I haven't dropped one in about a year. It's about to be 2025. It's about to be 2 years since I dropped one. So, realistically, how I saw it, I was like, which by the way, hope you're having a legendary grand day. I was like, okay, so I haven't done this in a while. I want to switch it up. I want to keep the formula going of doing great new things. And keeping it expanded. Keeping it variety. Keeping it. And I mean, I'm the one who started the whole variety thing, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Even though I already addressed that, and something that will be addressed later on. But anyhow, let's go back to the whole thing. So basically, I'm dropping those. However many tracks are gonna be on it. I'm not gonna spoil. Might be 22 and 7. It might be any other number than that, but who knows. Is it going to drop before 2025? That is the plan. That is what I plan on doing. Shoot, I could be doing it right now as we speak. But who knows? Who knows the drop? But I'll go ahead and say it right now, first off and foremost, before this interview even goes up. I'll say it. I want to make sure it goes up before 2025. And it just might do exactly that. But we can't tell until it happens. So, there's that. So next up, I know you won and always will, and he's attention seeking. So I already know, with that first sentence, I already know what this is going to be about. But even though you will always beat Joshua, Alpha Shadow Hawk, the alien looking clone, what do you think of him now? And then show the video outside, but before that, I think I have a clip of an interview that I was doing on the spot, and so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and take that clip and put it right here, because it was meant for this episode. So go ahead and roll that clip, and then coming back to this, I haven't cared and never did, even during 2016, 2017. Anyone who says different doesn't know me. And they're low-life racists. I don't know what that's supposed to even mean. But I'm just going to keep it real, okay? With the roast track thing, like, I'm not taking the gloves off. But let me put this in perspective for y'all, okay? Let me put this and explain this is most broken down as possible. He wanted to do video games and 1v1s and play that and play this little childish. Nah, bro, I already beat you in that for years. We're done with that. That's done. And he was all going ego, narcissistic, and thinking he's a badass and really having this, energy out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay. So that's what it is, right? Save that energy. Save that energy. So I was like, you want to act all selfish and all like foolish. You want to act like this? Okay. So let's take it to where the badasses go to fight. No Call of Duty 1v1s, yeah, FaZe and Pomage and Grizz, and there's a lot of players, and that's where the best go when you watch them. But if you're not watching them, it's like, it's not that good. And In this instance, it wouldn't be that good because this dude got no skill. Besides that, he got no talents. He has no abilities. He doesn't show nothing. He doesn't show what makes him stand out when he's playing those video games, when he's playing those Call of Duties, when he's playing those things. So it just adds even more reason why we shouldn't do those things to prove who's the best. There is no proving who's best anywhere if he's included. If that kid Joshua the Alpha Shadowhawk clone is included, there is no proving nothing. Because just by existing and playing any Call of Duty, you're instantly already better than him. He's a casual player. That's what he is. That's what he's known for, because he's not known for nothing else besides gaming. You can quote me on that, put that on the record. So I was like, save that energy, right? You want to take this to that level? We'll go to where the badasses go to throw down. So I was like, this is how you feel? Sounds good. Let's do it. The gloves are off. I didn't even have to take no gloves off, by the way. I didn't even have to freaking hold my breath at all. There was no, like, it was just, I went to the studio, which this is the studio. I went to the studio. I wrote down some stuff. I spit the bars, mixed and mastered it, perfected it to perfection, and I uploaded it. Just like that. Simple steps. I didn't do no more than that. That's what came out. So he wants to come with me with this energy, and I got the freaking Triforce of freaking wisdom and courage right here, and power. This dude thinking he can be any type of that. I got freaking swords on deck. So he wanted to act all this, right? And he has a microphone. He has a PC. There's free programs, and there's a free trial on Fruity Loop Studio. So you cannot give me the excuse that he has no way of making music, of writing. Which, matter of fact, I've never been to college a day in my life. This dude's going to college, right? Okay? Keep in mind, this dude graduated and was going to college. So there's no excuse why he can't write anything. He should be good at writing. He's in college, right? What's he going to college for? For gaming. He's not going for any other reason than gaming. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it real with the people. Let's keep it real with the fans. He's not doing nothing else but going to gain knowledge about gaming, because he couldn't get any more off me. He couldn't get anything else off gaming. And it's soft. It's goofy. It's childish. It's immature. He's acting like, oh, I'm going to college. I'm so smart. I'm an adult. This, that. You're going to college to play video games, fam. What are you talking about, Drake? My bad. I meant, I Crazy Teddy. My bad. Wait, they from the same place, Canada. And I Crazy Teddy's is Joshua the Alpha Shadowhawk clone, and X Deadly's clone, because that's what he is. That's his favorite content creator, apparently. In which case, that would mean if they're both from Canada and I'm from Cali, just makes sense. I would be Kendrick. He would be Drake. It just makes sense. Put the puzzle pieces together. It does not take no critical thinking. It's not rocket science, my people. There is not much thought you need to put into this. It is effortless. I've already shown every clip that I needed to show. I've already hit every clip on gaming. I've done everything there. There's nothing else that I need to show, not even need to prove on gaming. So that's out of the question. So why can't he make a track? He got a microphone. And I know if you do the research, you can find all these editing programs. If he has the money, he can go hire a producer, right? And hire freaking ghostwriters, which I'm sure he'll easily do that, of course, on some Rice Scum stuff. Let me get back into it, though. he has the money, he can easily get someone to edit, mix and master, do all that. Which, by the way, when I first met this guy and really started hanging around him, I'm not talking about 2008. I'm talking about when we really started hanging around for the first time, 2016, 2017. I was making music at that time. You know what I was doing? Mixing, mastering, everything but production. Which I did do production, and I have after that and before that, both of those years. But it's too time consuming. It just takes up too much time. But everything else I could do effortlessly, very fast. So on that note, if I was doing it in middle school, and I've been writing in elementary, since elementary, well, really most of my life I've been a writer. Some obviously because school kind of makes you a writer, but I've been a writer. You know, I'm letting y'all know. You know, if this fool wants to compare, let's keep it realistic. Let's keep it real. The fact of the matter is, kid's just flapping his gums because he can't do this. He needs to focus and live his own life. He needs to do his own things. He doesn't want me in his life. Why is he doing the things that I wanted to do in old clans back then? Why is he still playing Call of Duty? Why is he still doing YouTube? Why is he selling merch? Why is he freaking have a YouTube channel? Why is he doing all that if he doesn't want me involved in his life? He doesn't want nothing to do with me. So why is he still doing those things? Explain to me. Exactly. Because no one knows this situation except me and barely, slightly, the Alpha Shadow Hawk clone, ex-Deadly's clone, Joshua. Barely, slightly. I'm the one who put him on this thing, and I'm the one who took him out. End of story. Period. Done. So it's really funny that he wants to act like that, but he can't even write. He cannot write. He cannot upload it. But he'll make these videos talking about some fabricated story, make up some little delusional freaking all this stuff, yell at a camera, you know, say all these excuses, and yet years later still not prove a single thing, because everything that he's doing contradicts it, and everything that he says contradicts it. Him existing contradicts every one of his invalid points and arguments that he's trying to make that isn't even points and arguments, because him existing is because of me. And some of y'all cannot wrap your head around that. Still confusing. And when I mean some of y'all, you know who you are. Enough said. You can't get around that fact? That's tough. That's just reality. And I did my reality checks on them. Did my roast tracks. I did enough for, if he actually started right now, started making music right now in response, he still wouldn't even be able to come back. Even if he had the best rappers in the world right now on music. Shoot, if he had Kendrick and Drake, Quavo and Chris Brown, you name it, okay, Eminem included, anybody who would still never be able to come back, because I do them myself, like Super Boys do, which I don't even know if I could say that, so I'll just say SB. I'll edit that out. But them do independent. Russ does independent. Like they do independent. Like Tech 9 does independent. Like Hobson does independent. The same thing for me. The same exact thing. That's what I'm doing. And let's take a look at what he do. Oh, he's still playing video games like a child. And yet, people want to try to tell me that he's doing better. Out of my face. You want to talk to me? Talk about the facts. You're bringing facts. You're bringing paperwork, documentation, evidence, proof, screenshot, screen recording, something. And if you cannot show me that, don't show me nothing. And
don't say nothing.
And let's talk about really quickly while we're on this topic, finishing this thing off. There's no hate on Logan Paul, but his apology video was very much like a meme for, you know, a while. And I thought of using that part as a joke because I thought, you know, some people would think it's funny. So I used it as a joke. And, you know, that's just my sense of humor. And it's subjective. Comedy subjective. So humor, dark humor, whatever. If you think it's funny, you think it's funny. If you don't, you don't. Just, that's it. Simple. I thought of using that as a joke, changing some of the words to add to the comedy aspect of the video, and it turned out it was one of the funniest videos I've ever done, making fun of the situation, and I'm glad it was made for everybody to laugh at and enjoy with everything they have, which happened, and that's what they did. I'm talking about the kicking Origins Hawk from Origins Alliance, which is a video that has already been done, but I just did a new like
Y'all, it's TheHomieZach710. If y'all want to check out, I do have music. Go look at the legendary Grand Entertainment channel. It's in the description always. Or just search up on YouTube or Google TheHomieZach710 music. Thank you and have a legendary grand rest of your day, everybody.